Ecovacs T50 Pro versus Deebot N30 Pro Omni. Straight up, the real split here is suction and slim design versus a more relaxed dock setup, and that changes who should buy which. They're in a similar range and look like cousins on paper, but on carpets, around pet hair, and under low furniture, they don't behave the same. If you've got pets, rugs, and a sofa the robot keeps bumping into, one fits. If you want solid, hands-off cleaning without paying for the top tier, the other earns its keep. Both linked below in the description. Cleaning power is where this whole comparison starts, because if a robot can't pick up what your pets shed, nothing else matters. The T50 Pro brings 15,000 pascals. The N30 Omni sits at 10,000. On hard floors, honestly, both clear daily dust without drama. The gap shows up on carpet, where suction has to actually pull embedded hair and grit out of the fibers.
And here's the thing. That's exactly where the T50 earns its number. Folks with shedding dogs and medium pile rugs report it lifts visible debris that the lower suction robots tend to push around. The Zero Tangle 2.0 brush helps too. Fewer hair wraps, less unscrewing the roller every weekend. The N30 also has Zero Tangle, but I came across an opinion from a long-haired dog owner who kept finding little fur balls left behind after each pass on standard carpet. That tracks with the suction gap. Real talk, if you have one cat and hardwood, both are fine. If you have pets plus carpet, the T50 is the one that pulls its weight.
Now, navigation. This is where a robot stops being a toy and becomes useful, or where it drives you crazy. The T50 runs AIVI 3D 3.0 with the structured light system. The N30 uses TrueDetect 3D 3.0. On paper, both should dodge shoes, chair legs, and your kids' toys. In practice, it's messier. Both struggle with cables. There's a recurring pattern in N30 feedback about it not seeing thin wires under beds and getting stuck. The T50 isn't immune either. One detailed review mentioned it tripping on loose cords twice in a single session. So if your floor is a spaghetti of charger cables, neither is magic. Where the T50 pulls ahead is recognizing the bigger stuff. It claims over 100 household objects, and the avoidance feels more confident around furniture legs and pet bowls. The N30 maps faster. 6 minutes for 100 square meters is genuinely quick, but its low obstacle radar is a step behind. If your home is tidy, call it a draw. If it's lived in with cords and clutter, the T50 needs less babysitting. Dock automation is the whole reason you're paying Omni money in the first place. Both stations empty the dustbin, wash the mop pads, and dry them with hot air. Same playbook. The difference is in the temperatures and how thorough the wash feels. The T50 uses 167-degree hot water for mop washing and 113 for drying. The N30 dries at 104. Doesn't sound like much, but warmer drying is what kills that mildew funk that creeps into cheaper systems after a few weeks. And speaking of funk, I came across a T50 owner who said the mop area still smelled like mildew mixed with cleaner, even with the branded solution. That's worth flagging. It's not the majority report. Most owners say the auto wash keeps things fresh, but it does happen if you don't pop the tray out occasionally. The N30 also has a solid cleaning agent cartridge that lasts about a month, which is a nice touch the T50 trades for the auto dispense liquid system. Both cut the chore list down hard. The T50's hotter cycle gives it the edge if odor control is a sticking point for you. On clearance, the T50's 3.19-inch body is the real flex. It slides under low sofas and bed frames where the N30 just bumps the trim. Combined with TrueEdge 2.0 extending the side brush and mop arm out toward the baseboard, it grabs corners the N30 reaches for but doesn't quite hit. If your dust bunnies live under the couch, this is decisive. Mopping is closer than the spec sheets suggest. The N30's Osmo Turbo 2.0 spins at 200 RPM with constant pressure, which actually scrubs. The T50 also pressurizes its pads and washes them mid-job. Both lift the mop on carpet, but I've seen N30 reports of wet streaks dragging onto low-pile rugs because the lift isn't quite the 9mm advertised. For mostly hard floors with a few rugs, either works. For a home that's half carpet, the T50's lift behavior is more reliable. Now, value. They're in a similar range, but not identical, and the T50 actually tends to land at the more accessible price between the two, which is surprising given it's the newer, higher suction model. The N30 has been on the market longer and shows up in deeper discount cycles, especially around the big seasonal events. What you're weighing is this. The T50 gives you more raw suction, slimmer body, hotter drying, and the latest obstacle AI. The N30 gives you a longer runtime at 320 minutes, the solid cleaning agent system, and a dock that's been refined over more units in the wild. Neither is overpriced for what's inside. The question is whether the T50's extras match how your home actually gets dirty. Here's the call. For most homes watching this, the T50 Pro. More suction, slimmer body, hotter mop drying, and the newer obstacle AI. For the money it asks, it's the one earning its keep. If you've got pets and carpet, don't overthink it. The T50 pulls hair the N30 leaves behind. If your floors are mostly hard, your home runs tidy, and you want longer runtime with a refined dock, the N30 Omni still holds up. The N30 has been around longer and shows up in deeper sales cycles, so if you're patient, wait it out. And you? Which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Both linked below in the description.